Next, pull my finger.
No. No.
Hello there, thank you again for joining us. This is Your Cup of Tea, and today we're going to be answering a very interesting question. This question was submitted on Reddit as well by the username Mamjihov, and links will be in the description below.
The question is, where the phrase "it's better late than never" does not apply.
In essence, it's just, what is so bad that there is no time, you ain't got no time to do it?
Number 1 on our list.
Telling your grandma that you're stuffed.
It's a no-no.
Ooh, baby. So like when I was younger, I watched a lot of films where it's like these older women or witches would try to lure these kids so that they could somehow absorb their youth, somehow just feed on them or just totally eat them. Well, it's safe to say I felt the same way about grandmas, except they were trying to stuff you like turkeys so they could eat you. And just when you realize that your turkey can't stuff anymore, you're not just gonna stop. You're gonna keep stuffing it in there. Like no, that ain't enough stuffing. It's like, no, that ain't enough. The same with grandmas, man. You don't tell your grandma how to stuff a turkey. She's gonna stuff you the way she wants to stuff you. And you better not tell her, hey, grandma, I'm full. Because it ain't never too early or ever too late to tell them that you're stuffed. Because you never tell them that you're stuffed.
Number 2 on our list is giving a late assignment to a military professor. My professor, I did not know that he was a military professor, and even when you hand things on time, he gives you this look. So I felt like I was handing something in late, but no. So I can't imagine what the look he would give you if you failed a test, if you handed in something late, if anything.
I can imagine their eyes looking all glazed, just like looking at you as you're walking up to him or her with that crumpled piece of paper that you didn't even put in your folder. You just left it in your backpack under all the other books. It's all filthy, and you just hand it in. They're gonna look at you like, boy.
Number 3 on our list is telling your girlfriend or wife that she looks fat in her wedding dress.
So this is kind of a tricky one because it's using the same conceptualization of a god. It don't matter if it's before, during, or after, because there ain't no such thing as time. In the moment she asks us, gentlemen, if she looks fat, it don't matter. Just don't do it.
Just don't say it.
Just don't do it.
Number 4 on the list is brushing your teeth before drinking orange juice.
If there's a moment in anyone's life that they can recall most vividly, it doesn't matter if it happened yesterday, 50 years ago, or 100 years ago, you're gonna remember that taste vividly at the very first moment you had it. I remember from my first memory, I was over at a friend's house waiting for him to walk with me to the elementary school bus stop. You know, I just brushed my teeth, I walked over there, and they offered me a glass of OJ. I initially thought they were trying to spike me with poison. I always thought there was something fishy about them. I knew it. I knew there was something. I knew they were going to do it. I knew one day. Later I realized that it's also terrible when you drink OJ before you brush your teeth. It's not as bad as after you brush your teeth, but it's still terrible. Try it.
It's not that bad.
Just try it.
Number 5 on our list is drinking coffee before or after any exam.
I can tell you all about that. Last month I was taking my hardest exam of the semester, and I've always known better, but I don't know what humorless evil overcame me that day. I drank a cup of coffee an hour before the exam. I went to the exam. In the first 5 minutes, I felt the runs coming. You know, the deli belly. You know what I'm talking about. Don't get too excited now. Now, the exam just started, and I could feel the pressure building. And soon enough, the entire classroom would hear the mating calls of my inner whale spirit.
You speak whale?
I don't speak little, but something inside of me does. And you know when that happens, when you're in a crowd, you try to pull it off, like saying like, "Oh, I must be hungry." You're not fooling anybody. You're not fooling nobody. You know, they know what you're doing. They know what's going on. I was in the heart of the classroom too, so you know I've managed this. I figured, over time, if I could just take deep breaths slowly, and just upright my posture, you know, slowly, the pressure will go away. But this doesn't last long, and it will come back really quick. This method also takes away your focus, you know, which is terrible. And already halfway through the exam, I noticed I had made almost no progress whatsoever.
You're too focused on the...
I was too focused on taming my whales. You know, eventually I just looked around the class, and instantly I regretted almost every life decision I've ever made. And then I just, you know, it was a very dramatic moment. I looked around, like the heck with you guys, and I held that sucker in real tight. No! No! It don't matter how long before the exam you're gonna drink coffee, it gonna find you. So in this case, it's always better never than late.
So tell us in the comments below, was this your cup of tea? We'll see you soon.
Or coffee.
Tea.